Alright, before I start this video, I do want to apologize to some of the people that were dragged into this by PsychoShadow. One of them being my old friend, Honey. Honey Hotkiss. You may all know her as that. I mean, we're not really friends again, but we have basically settled our differences. And I am very sorry that she did get dragged into this situation, as she basically had no part in this. But yeah, let's talk about PsychoShadow, or Ironarch VR, or W1ldfire, or whatever fucking name he keeps coming up to run away with. I want you to leave my friends alone. I want you to stop stalking my friends, stop trying to shove accusations up their ass, and I want you to come and face the fucking truth. I'm not saying my friends are perfect, or any of the people that you're mentioning or trying to attack are perfect, but you're not perfect either. And it's so funny that you want to go after those people when you yourself are a fucking degenerate-ass pedophile. But, you know what? Let's talk about his little response. His little counter-document that he made to clap back at the accusations, because... oh my god, it is so fucking bad. And let's start with his first response to my video. He decided to make fun of my appearance, which... okay. That's not really gonna do anything. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a very handsome-looking man either. But, you know. You insulting my appearance as a defense is, not really looking good. Now, let's talk about his response doc, because his response doc is fucking stupid. Alright, let's read some of this bullshit. To begin with, the earliest of these allegations date back to 2022. I want to make it absolutely clear that I did not turn 18 until April 25th, 2023. This is an important detail, because it means any claims involving adult-level accountability or predatory behavior are not only false, but also ignore the fact that I was still a minor during much of the time in question. Labeling me with these terms, like pedophiles, completely inaccurate and justified. Okay, buddy, you have a lot of explaining to do, first off and foremost. First off, where are the other victims? Hell, how about that kid that you said was going to be groomed like P. Diddy on the end of my first expose video as a quote-unquote joke? You know, it's so funny too. Like, how do you get caught so badly that a fucking VR chat rage bait channel fucking exposes you for your freaky ass? Another thing is, I like that you try to justify that you were 17 at the time, or allegedly 17 at the time, when, one, the first screenshot literally fucking contradicts that shit, because they literally ask you your age, and you say you're 18, so you either lied about your age, or you're still a fucking groomer, because that's a 17-year-old flirting with a 13-year-old. A 1-year difference does not make that any less pedophilic just because, oh, I'm a minor too. Like, are you fucking stupid? I mean, upon reading this fucking document, yeah, you are. Now, let's read another part of this document. Addressing the doxing claims. There have been claims that I doxed certain individuals. The situation with Crystal Fox UIT was not an act of random targeting, but rather a defensive measure. I had strong reason to believe that my own private information was at risk of being exposed. I sound like Squidward here. and I acted to protect myself. As for G. Spring Bunny, the information I shared was related to serious behavior involving a minor, which I believe the community had the right to be aware of. This was not done out of malice, but with the intention of preventing further harm. Okay, what about the threats to dox me after I called your ass out? And don't think you could just delete them. I have the fucking screenshots, too. And what's worse is the fact that you want to justify this by saying, oh, well, you see here, I threatened to dox a person for no malicious reason at all. I just wanted him to get off my back, even though I threatened to call his aunt and make him homeless. Okay, so the funny thing is, right? Both of the confrontations with him were recorded without his knowledge. And the thing is, the dude likes to act like a fucking victim, but when he's not being recorded, he acts like he's this smart macho man. When in reality, that's far from the truth. So, funny thing, right? Is I call him out for lying about Deacon. And then he calls Deacon a prick. Which, yeah, you just listen for yourself.
Did you, Ironarch, did you specifically told Deacon that you're gonna snitch on me? Snitch on him to me?
Nope, I never said anything regarding you to Deacon. When I called Deacon, I actually, because I was starting to get into Slendy Tubbies a little bit and mouthwashing. So me and him were having a bit of a convo regarding both of those games, since, he's a fan of them, and as someone who actually cared about him.
That's not what Deacon told me.
Well, Deacon is kind of a prick.
You know, that is a very ballsy thing to say after, you DM'd my friend multiple fucking pictures of the hard R. The N-word, to be specific. All because you just wanted to see how it looks like on Google if you Google it up. That's his actual excuse, too. And that shit's stupid. Now, do you want to know his excuse for avoiding the homophobic and racist allegations? You know, it's so funny that you have the balls to say this. Hell, I'm not even gonna read it. It's so funny that you have the balls to say this as your excuse, when your first excuse was that you had a black friend that enjoyed the joke. Okay, so first off, I know the black person he's talking about. Actually, as a matter of fact, you've seen him on my streams. His name is David, or, Polar Blade, or DJ Polar Balls. Shoutouts to my goat. So, first off, no, he didn't even like the jokes you were doing in the first place. Like, I talked to him, and he said, no, I don't like the jokes. At all. And second off, having a friend that's a minority isn't a fucking excuse, you dumbass. Like, you can't just say, oh, I have a minority friend, they're okay with it. Like, that's rule 1 in racism. Never say you have a black friend, because 1, we're all gonna know that's bullshit, and 2, people just use that as an obvious scapegoat to be racist. And the other excuse that he wants to do for his racism is say that it's dark and edgy jokes. My guy, jokes about people killing themselves, jokes about people, dying, being, executed, jokes about, fucking, disasters happening, natural disasters, those are edgy jokes. That's dark humor. Racism is not dark humor. That just makes you look like a racist piece of shit. And the funniest thing is that he and the so-called detective friend want to call me a fucking hypocrite for saying that you, a white person, shouldn't be joking about a person that does not go through your exact same fucking struggles. Problem with me is who says it.
Okay. The problem with you is who says it. So, being a hypocrite.
So that makes you racist.
No, not
That's what I'm
racist.
hearing.
Hypocritical. Is that what I'm hearing?
That was before.
You could probably call it that. I'm gonna be real. So, the entire context behind that was I was pulled into a very, very biased bootleg Celestios type interview with PsychoShadow and some other guy. Some wannabe detective, or whatever the fuck. And the main reason I was being sarcastic was because I know it was biased. I knew the guy was biased. He was biased towards PsychoShadow. And the main reason is because, first off, he's friends with PsychoShadow, and second off, he's Batman, and PsychoShadow is fucking Red Hood. Now, let's start with some of the aftermath. Now, I am very sorry for this user getting roped into this drama. So, there's a user on VRChat known as Webtail, and Webtail made a public Venom Terios shadow, right? And what PsychoShadow did was falsify a copyright strike against him. This shit got him suspended until June 4th of that year. And he also made a fake fucking email to be like, we're the representatives at Sega and Marvel, and we don't like it, you violating our copyrights. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? Now, after all this, when I thought it would all be done, PsychoShadow tries to accuse my best friend, who he made homophobic remarks to, of stalking him. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Changing the name of your video to fit your current fucking username isn't stalking. Okay? It's called spreading awareness of your gross fucking actions. And you want to play the victim card? You seriously want to play the victim card? After everything that I've showed, after you attempting to dox me, after you stalking my friends and trying to spin it around, saying that you're the one getting stalked? No. I'm gonna be real. We could give less of a fuck about you. So, in summary, I used to think you were cool. Hell, I used to be a good friend for you. But then, you showed me who you really were. A spineless, lying snake who does nothing but play the victim card. And it pains me to make this video, because, you know, I can imagine a reality where we were good friends. Until I saw that you were a racist, manipulative, lying, hypocritical, victim-blaming child groomer. And that's all I gotta say. That's all I really gotta say. But yeah, this will probably be the last video I make on PsychoShadow, or as he's known now, W1ldfire. I would tell him to do better, but knowing how fucking stupid he is, he's probably not gonna do better. He's probably gonna run away and try pulling the victim again. So, yeah. I'll see you around, dipshit. Oh yeah, by the way, trying to take down my videos with legal action is fucking stupid and you should be ashamed for it. Okay, bye!
Get this guy out of here! I'm gonna sue you! I'm gonna sue both of you!